Welcome back to the channel. Today's movie on review is the Texas Chainsaw Massacre, which is a 1970 horror film directed by the late Tobe Hooper and starring Marilyn Burns and Gunnar Hansen. The film follows a group of five youths after their car breaks down, which they meet their fates in the hands of a backwards cannibalistic family. Tobe Hooper's this movie is probably, in my opinion, the best horror movie that was ever shot, bar none. His guerrilla style filmmaking ushered in basically what was referred to in the 1970s as grindhouse cinema, just dirty, nasty, just one of the, like I said, one of the best films ever made, with a strong cast starring the late Marilyn Burns as Sally Hardesty, the last survivor of this movie, and Gunnar Hansen, who played Leatherface, and probably one of the most haunting horror movie villains that was ever put on the cinema. Now, this movie was loosely based on Ed Gein, the Plainfield Butcher, in which that man also was basically the basis for the movie Psycho and Silence of the Lambs. Another fun fact for you. Cinematography in this film was shot by Daniel Pearl, was beautiful, especially a couple of the scenes where it shows the sun in the background. Just the colors were just phenomenal. Written by Henkel and Tobe Hooper, who had his hand in multiple parts of this production, along with a really twisted just score brought to him and Wayne Bell. Now, 50 years later, this is probably still stands the test of time, and I wish the rest of the films in this franchise were as good, but that's another story for another day. I hope that I get to see this. I would love to see this in the theater on the big screen, because it's, like I said, it's probably the best horror movie that was ever made. And fun fact number one, the guy who Paul Partani played Franklin in the wheelchair found his voice and did not want to turn it off, which basically alienated him from most of the cast. And they basically more or less did not forgive him till so many years later after this film. When some of the actors met their demise at the hands of Leatherface, Tobe Hooper, in a brilliant way, led them into each scene blindfolded. So when Gunnar Hansen pops out of Leatherface, that look of dread on their face is real, and it wasn't staged. And I have to say, 50 years later, this film still packs a punch. And although it was considered one of the video nasties, and basically despite the title, The Texas Chainsaw Massacre, there was not a lot of blood and gore. It was more of a psychological just psyche. And another fun fact is, actually, a lot of people, after seeing this film, they turned vegetarian. So to sum it up, go out and get this movie, buy it, stream it, whatever your format it is. One of the greatest horror films that was ever filmed. Thank you for your time, and see you in the next video.